Hi everyone, my name is Mayank Debnath and I'm the Director of Developer Relations at Vultr. And today I'm going to introduce you to Vultr and help you get started on our platform. In this workshop, me, joined with Mridul and Sanskriti, we're going to show you how to sign up on Vultr, how to use Vultr's serverless inference product, and how to leverage the turnkey rack functionality that comes with it. But before we do that, let me tell you a little bit more about Vultr. So, Vultr is an alternate hyperscaler. We are the world's largest privately held cloud computing platform with more than 2 decades of operating history as an infrastructure provider. We've got more than 200,000 customers across the globe, and with that, we have got presence in 32 locations across 6 continents. According to the latest survey, we are able to reach 90% of world's population within 40 milliseconds of network latency. And now that you know about Vultr, let me introduce you to our products. We've got cloud compute and cloud GPU that let you have access to a virtualized machine available in various sizes with chips from AMD, Intel, and Nvidia. Our bare metal servers let you have access to fully automated dedicated servers with no virtualization layer in between, leaving 100% of the performance for your workloads. We've got managed Kubernetes and database clusters to spin up Kubernetes, Postgres, MySQL, Valkey, and Kafka clusters within a few clicks. We've got a full suite of storage products, including block storage, file systems, and object storage. We've got a lot of other products that are not included on this slide. And now to Sanskriti to introduce you to our track challenge.
Hi everyone, I'm Sanskriti Harmok, a developer relations at Vultr. Let's talk about what we want you to build at Raise Your Hack. Our track is called Build a Web-based Enterprise Agent deployed on Vultr, and there is intention behind every word in that. At its core, this means you will be building an AI powered web application that solves real problem commonly found in a business context, like marketing automation, HR support, sales tooling, internal knowledge access, or even admin workflows. Your application should behave like an agent and not just a tool. In practice, that means it should be able to perform a series of tasks with limited input. Ideally, can plan, act, and adjust based on added context. It does not mean you have to build something overly complex, but it should definitely go beyond simple prompt response behavior. Your application should be web accessible and running on Vultr infrastructure. For that, claim your credits using Raise Your Hack promo code on Vultr. And if you want to go big, then do it. Use vector database for memory, plug and drag for better context, or break your system into services using Vultr. These services are here for you. Not because we want you to over engineer, but because scale and modularity are part of how AI is evolving. Now, let's go over the price structure for Vulture's track. First place wins $5,000 in cash and $1,000 worth Vulture credits. This is for the top team that builds something impactful, well architectured, and fully deployed. Second place takes home $3,000 in cash and $1,000 worth Vulture credits. This goes to a strong project that shows good problem solution fit and solid technical execution. Whereas third place receives $1,000 in cash and $1,000 worth Vulture credits. This is for the team that shows promise, creative thinking, and good use of Vulture services. Let's now talk about what we are expecting from your final submission, both from a development and technical standpoint. First, your project should include a GitHub repository with clear set of instructions, a description of what your agent does, and ideally a sample use case or a quick demo walkthrough. This helps us understand how the agent works and how to set it up reliably. Second, as discussed earlier, your application should be deployed on Vultr. And third, it should address a real problem in the enterprise context.
Hi, I'm Ritu Swaroop, Developer Relations at Vultr, and today I'm here to show you how to sign up on Vultr. So let's go ahead, navigate to my.vultr.com, where you will be prompted to create a new account. A new account on the Vultr customer portal can be created via three ways. Either you can use the direct sign up links for Google and GitHub, or can create a manual account. So let's go ahead and create a manual account. Here, type in your email, provide a strong password, verify the captcha, agree to the terms and conditions, and go ahead and create a free account. Once your virtual account is created, you will be redirected to the billing section of your virtual customer portal. This billing section can be used to attach a credit card. You can also attach a credit card without making a deposit. For the purpose of this hackathon, use the Raise Your Hack coupon code to claim $250 in free credits. Now, these credits can be used to power your project using Vultr services. Now, let's check out some of the Vultr services. Head on to the product section. Here you can provision a virtual instance to support and host your applications. As you can see, we have four types of servers. One with dedicated CPU where the CPU is only and only allocated to you. We have cloud GPU to support your AI infra applications. We have shared CPU for cost optimization purposes, and we have bare metals. Mind you, bare metals also has AMD GPU options. Now, these plans are available all throughout Vultre's 32 global locations, which reduces down your application latency to 40 milliseconds. Now, let's go ahead, select shared CPU as an option. As you can see, we have been provided with many options from cost optimized options to heavy workload options. So let's select one of the plans. We have already selected a location, which is Los Angeles. Now let's go ahead to configure our server. Vultr has one of the richest libraries of these operating systems based on Linux. So let's go ahead, select the latest version for Ubuntu. You can also select marketplace applications. With these marketplace applications, basic tools and libraries comes pre-installed, which shorten your time for application development and configuration issues which come at production level applications. Let's say if I wanted Laravel to be pre-installed, I can select the Laravel marketplace application. I can also select SSH keys, which can be available as per your preference. Let's provide a host name and label. As you can see, there are many additional features. Automatic backups is something which is used by production level servers to create automatic backups on a scheduled manner. Let's select DDoS protection and click on deploy. Your server will be deployed and will be available on the Vultr customer portal. Now that you have understood how to sign up on Vultr, claim your free credits, and the Hackathons Track Challenge, it's time to understand one of the powerful tools offered by Vultr, that is Vultr Serverless Inference, and it can help you create your own agentic AI applications. Head on to the Vultr customer portal. Here, select Serverless, click on Inference, and then click Add Serverless Inference. You can provide a service label, acknowledge the charges. As you can see, you will be charged $10 base monthly and you will be provided with a base token limit. Now select Add Serverless Inference. Deploying serverless inference is very quick and easy. The service gets added instantly and it's ready to go. As you can see, first we have the overview screen. Here we can check the API status, the overall token usage, and our current charges. We have also been provided with some general information where the monthly price is listed, the monthly tokens are listed, and when was the service created. If you want to learn how to utilize serverless inference, you can refer to the Vultr Serverless Inference API docs, or you can contact Vultr support if you face any blockers. Let's move ahead to the usage section. In the usage section, you get a breakdown overview of what are your token limits and how much tokens have you used. Let's start using serverless inference with the prompt window. This prompt window allows you to send a one-shot prompt and generate a one-shot response from one of the most popular large language open source models in the industry. You can also adjust the response generated by adjusting the max tokens, setting the right temperature, setting the right top P. And if you want to build conversational AI agents, you can utilize the serverless inference chat window. As you can see, we have a simple chat window and we have similar options as the prompt window. You can select any model up to your liking and your workload, and you can adjust the max tokens. The max tokens usually come in play when you want to adjust the response length generated by the LLM model. Here, let's try out the prompt window. As you can see, the models are pretty fast and pretty accurate. We just asked what is Vultr serverless inference and the model was able to answer it pretty precisely and accurately. Now let's head on to the text to speech section. In the text to speech section, you can write in your prompt, which will be then converted into an audio file. You can select the various voices listed on the portal, and you can also select a model according to your preferences. Now, these audio files are downloadable and can be accessed to your local systems. Let's head on to the vector store. Vector store is one of the most important components when you are working with retrieval augmented generation pipelines. The RAG pipelines are necessary if you want to create context aware AI agents. As you can see here, we can create vector store collections. Each collections consist of embeddings. These embeddings are mathematical representation of your own data. These embeddings are decoded by LLMs to understand your data and reply with contextual awareness and more accuracy. This is one of the most crucial parts when building RAG pipelines. Additional functionalities will be explained by Sanskriti later in this video. To learn more about Vultr serverless inference, you can also refer to Vultr docs. And now next to Sanskriti, who will be demonstrating you how to use Vultr serverless inference in your agentic applications.
Let's talk about retrieval augmented generation. At a high level, RAG is a pipeline that combines two things. Retrieval is pulling relevant pieces of information from a knowledge base, and generation is passing that information to a language model to generate grounded and context aware responses. The value here is that your model isn't working off a static prompt or just its pre training. Rather, it is pulling real targeted context that reduces hallucination and helps your agent to stay specific to your domain. With Vultr serverless inference, all of this is built in. You don't have to spin up your own vector store from scratch or wire the pipeline manually. Let's learn more by doing it. We'll start by creating a collection. Collection is like a container for related knowledge. For example, you might have one collection for product manuals, one for policy documents, or one for sales playbook. We'll make a post API request to create a vector store collection. When you provision a Vultr serverless inference, you will be assigned an API key. Use it here. Also, provide a unique name to your collection. As you can see, a collection has been successfully added to our vector store. Now, inside this collection, we'll add items. Each item is a chunk of text or a file, like Markdown, Doc, PDF, or plain text that gets embedded into the vector store database. To do this, we'll make a post API request to the add collection item endpoint. We input the information as a content and provide a description to this content to give a better context. You can even supply a file here as a knowledge base. Please check out api.vulturinference.com to view a list of available endpoints that you can execute based on your needs. Now, when we make a query, the pipeline searches across available items using semantic similarity, retrieving the most relevant chunk and passing them along to the model as context for generating a final response. To experience this in action, let's query our RAG chat enabled endpoint. Here we are providing the context of our collection, ID of the model we want to use, and passing our query inside messages. Based on the context provided, we have got the answer that we wanted. All of this runs serverlessly, so no need to manage a vector database, embeddings model, or inference separately. It's packaged and hosted for you to use.
So far in this video, you have learned about Vultr, how to sign up on Vultr, what is Vultr serverless inference, and how to use serverless inference. Now we have a real world example which we built using RAG pipeline, storage, and services like serverless inference to build agentic AIs. Here we have the constant agents. These constant agents are trained according to different industries. As you can see, we have healthcare, finance, telecommunications. These constant agents suppose various personas where the context switching is seamless. As you can see, we can also upload files on the go and the agents will be able to answer you according to the data you have provided. You can also view the data which has already been uploaded. Here we have some common files and we have some personalized files. These agents are not fine-tuned. They answer based on the context stored in RAG pipelines in the form of embeddings, the ones which we talked about when we discussed how Vultr serverless inference works. As you can see, we have some questions which are already being suggested. Let's ask the model one of the questions. The models will start thinking and try to articulate where it can refer the most accurate data. After the thinking process is finished, the model will give you a concise answer based on your profile and the data which is stored in a vector database. These models are trained for industry specific purposes. And the reason why we are showing you is this: you can use services like Vultr serverless inference, vector databases to build agentic AIs which are enterprise ready just like this. All the best for the hackathon, and this is it from my side.
So, just to ground things one last time, let's quickly recap what we are looking for in Vulture's track. We are expecting a web based enterprise agent that solves real world problem in a domain like HR, sales, or operations. Your agent must go beyond static prompts because we are looking for autonomous behaviors and workflows. Also, your application must be publicly accessible on Vulture and should include a GitHub repository with clear setup instructions and a demo use case. You're also free to use Vultr serverless inference with open source LLMs, all accessible via API. And if your agent needs custom knowledge, Vultre's built-in RAG let you pull relevant information from your own content collections without needing to manage embeddings or infrastructure yourself. We have shown examples of implementation today, and we would be happy to help if you want to integrate this into your project. Thank you so much for being a part of Raise Your Hack and for bringing your time, ideas, and energy to this space. We are genuinely looking forward to see what you build, especially how you apply agents in ways that are useful and not just flashy. We wish you all the best and we'll see you at the demos.